Lowrider, lowrider.
Oh yeah!
I'm about to make some changes. Doing a sex change on the photo. I'm a certified doctor for that. Yeah, as you can see, it's already begun. Now I was gonna take these doors off all nice and neat, but these back doors, they got those sweet little Phillips head screws. And I don't have the correct bit for that. So I'm just gonna slice it off. I'm gonna cut it right now. This is a pretty beefy section right here. Something's happening. Simple as that. Just as easy as 1, 2, 3. That camera was on for 12 minutes doing that. You know, I'm sure there is worse 4-door doors out there. But what does that mean? I got a clean 4-door. I mean, what does that even mean? I don't know. I mean, how can I talk crap about 4-doors? I'm using one right now to build a convertible. So, yeah, this is the stuff that a lot of people don't talk about. There's like, I don't see any information. I mean, I'm sure if you track down some of the OGs, they might have a little info on this. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the lowrider world that do have the info. They don't share it with me. I have not found anybody that has the information that I need on doing a convertible conversion. Because it's not something a lot of people talk about. It seems like it's a little frowned upon, you know? All right, I'm gonna work on this stupid trim. I hate trim. And then I'll get back with it. Just don't put a vinyl top on it. Please don't put a vinyl top on your car. It causes a lot of damage. I mean, it's wet. This is wet. It's been inside here for, it's been inside for probably 4 days now. Granted, I get it. It was outside before that, but still, it's wet like it was just out in the rain. Sad. I'm not being too polite with this trim, as you can see. Sorry. It's just, I don't have the proper tools to be out here being delicate with trim, so sometimes you just gotta do what you can do. I also broke the windshield, so I'm kind of striking out here today, but trying to get some progress on this thing. So sometimes you gotta work with what you got. In my case, it's a flathead screwdriver. Here's some differences. If you are unaware on a 4-door, the whole roof line is different. So I mean, from here-ish, maybe here, up is different on a 4-door to a 2-door hardtop, definitely to a convertible, obviously. But on a convertible, you need, so this is me just winging this information. So keep that in mind a little bit too. I believe you need just the top part of the windshield posts. I don't think you need to go all the way down, but I could be mistaken. But as of right now, I believe that's all you need is the top part because it has all the brackets up there for the convertible latch. So I'm gonna whack this thing off. No homo. Right here-ish. And then since the windshield's already broke, I'm just gonna cut up into the windshield and see if I can pull the top away from the windshield. And then, back here, we're gonna cut it right along there. So you can see the convertible quarter shape. So from here down, looks like a normal, real Impala, you know, an actual Impala. Oh yeah, glass still in it. Same deal, I'm gonna try to just pull the roof up away from the glass instead of just trying to unfish it. I mean, you could sit here and cut this gasket and get this glass out, but I put a post up seeing if anybody needed any parts on this thing before I started hacking stuff. No one needed anything, so I'm not gonna save it. Welcome back to this episode of Chop My Impala. I thought the camera was on. It was off. Had a little mishap, okay? It's just me here. And it got away from me a little bit. But rear glass is good, right? So if anybody needs a good rear, just kidding. Seriously, if anybody needs a good rear four-door or Biscayne glass, holla. No, I know I look like a big burly man, but this sucker's heavy. All this just to change the headliner. Can you believe that? Just wrap the headliner. That's what it takes. Unreal. Unreal. Got some kind of odd lights in the sail panel there. I don't think those are factory. So there you go. Here's step one. You got to cut it. So let's take a look at the cuts here. Sorry if I'm breathing a little heavy. Sucker's heavy. From the little bit of information that I did find, it seems like people are converting the 4 doors instead of the 2 doors because of this right here. This panel. On a 2-door, they're wider. They're a lot wider. On the 4 doors and the Biscayne, anything with this roof line, I believe they're smaller. Now, anybody's got any more information, please call me out when I'm just talking crap. This is me just going off of what I think. And I don't think they're exactly the same because this one still looks like it's narrower. But let's see, 3 1/4. Yeah. This one's 5. So you got 1.25 inches still that it needs to come back. So maybe it's just easier to section in this portion, because you need to section in part of that convertible right there. So it's kind of hard to visualize, because you got to think this pillar, this quarter panel on this car now, it's way short, you know. On a 4-door, they're just short. So all this is going to have to be cut out. So all the pillar here is going to have to be removed. And the wheel well kind of protrudes into there. But all that's going to have to be removed. Obviously, the quarter is going to have to be removed, or at least a new quarter is going to have to be welded on. It'd probably be nicer to put a full quarter on here, but let's be honest, this thing is going to be a lot of cutting, hacking, and at that point, I might just weld on the front section of a 2-door quarter to there and bring it out. I don't know yet. Well, it's not jump to conclusions, but all that's gonna have to come out, and then a 2-door door pillar is gonna have to be welded in. Now, I believe roughly it's right in this area is where the 2-door pillar goes in. So yeah, step 1, cut it. You know, that's always the easy part. So the rest of this project is going to get a little more difficult. So I'm gonna call it for the night. But next up, I'm going to cut open the quarters on this one, because the quarters are no good. There's no using these. So I'm gonna cut them off so I can kind of see inside. So I can see back in here and see what's all going on as far as the convertible top goes, because the wheelhouses are needed for the conversion. They're different, and they do not remake the wheelhouses. There's a little bit of rot, but I should be able to save that. Obviously, all those inner panels, I might use the pillars. You know, I should probably look before I talk. I would have liked to use the pillars because it has some of the convertible stuff on it, like those little stops, but not a big deal to add. I have another 64 2-door hardtop that I got from Arkansas. And it's banged up. Looks like somebody just, you know, over the years just kept slamming into it with some tractor equipment or something. But overall, it's not terribly rusty. So that's going to be a good donor for quarter panels, doors, pillars if I need that. Basically anything that the convertible body can't offer, which really the convertible body, all it's going to be able to offer is the rack. This trim line, I mean, this is almost too far gone, but it's there. I think I can salvage that. Rear seat pan, and it does have the rear seat, which is kind of rare. And it's got all the correct quarter glass. See that? Just butter. So it does have all that. And the windshield. So yeah, I'm gonna call for tonight. So if anybody, this is gonna be a series here. It's not gonna be an overnight deal. So if you're interested, check in from time to time, see where I'm at with this thing. And if anyone's got any real information on this conversion, comment below. I can't find a whole lot about it, so I'm just gonna do it and learn as I go. So I figured it'd be nice to kind of share it with everybody and let everybody know what I find out. And I'm sure I'm gonna learn some hard lessons. That seems to be the case with any project that I take on without anyone's knowledge behind me, but I'll learn.